Hello, friends. Hello and welcome. Welcome to yours and mine Cozy Corner. My name is Amanda, and on this channel, we talk about books, and more books. Hello, friends. I am back again. So, this is the second video that I am recording tonight. So, if you notice, if you watched the other video and you notice I have the same outfit on, it's because I do. This is the second video. So, don't feel like changing. So, we're just going to try and get through this. Even though I am tired, it's late at night, but I said that I was going to record, and one of the things I'm trying to do is to be consistent. You know, if I say I'm going to do something, I need to do it, which normally I do, especially when it comes to work and things that I'm really obligated to do. Of course, I do YouTube just for fun because I enjoy it. But still, I want to be consistent with that because I'm hoping if I can be consistent with the YouTube videos, then I can be consistent with other things in my life that I'm not obligated to do. So anyway, if you see the same outfit, that's why. Okay, friends. So this is part 2 in the 5 for 10 or less series. This is a series where I introduce 5 books that cost no more than $10 that I got from various Goodwill store. As I said, this is part 2, so I will make certain that I link part 1 to this video so you can check that out if you haven't seen it. So, and yeah, forgive me, my throat is like extra dry, even though I've been drinking plenty of fluid. I just feel like I have the cotton mouth tonight. But anyway, the first book I have, and of course you guys know I have my notes, is Dreaming of Tuscany by T.A. Williams. And y'all, this is such a beautiful cover. It's very simple, but very beautiful. And like I showed you guys on the other book, on the other video, showed you the condition of the book. This has some little marking there that I don't know if you can see, but outside of that, the book looks really good. The sticker came off with really no major issue. This time it was right here. I mean, it's a little something there, but not much of anything. But anyway, this right here is a contemporary romance that takes place in Italy. We have Beatrice, aka B, who wakes up in the hospital. She has been in an accident on a film set, which leaves her burned and scarred, and now she feels her whole life has been turned upside down. She is offered the chance of recuperating in a stunning Tuscan villa in the company of a world-famous film star, Mimi Robertson. B quickly finds there's more to enjoy about the villa than meets the eye, like Rome, the dog, and Luca, the estate manager. As B comes to terms with her injuries, she will have to travel a road of self-discovery and make a decision that could change her life forever. So this sounds like this is going to be a nice romance. I think it's going to be a quick read as well. But like I said, the book is like great condition. It really doesn't even look like the book was open at all. Okay, the second book that we have is The Wicked City by Beatrice Williams. Now, if you see here, this part is torn. This was not torn. I did this. This did come from me trying to get the freaking sticker off, and I end up tearing the page. Now, down here, it is a little bit worn, but again, nothing that's major. And this had a sticker on it as well. But outside of that, this, looks fairly just good. The only other thing I will note is that the pages has darkened a little bit, just due probably to time. But again, very good condition. So this is a fictional romance that took place in New York. This is book number 1 in the Wicked City series, which is a trilogy. And let me just stop to say this. I love it when I find books that are the first book in the series, because if I don't and I find, like, the second or third, which I do have the second or third of another series here, I definitely have to read number one, especially if it's not a standalone, but I want to read book number one just because I want to start book number one. So I love the fact that when I find them, that I find them, because if it's not good, I'm probably not going to move forward with the series. So I've been looking out for finding book number one. But anyway, back to the synopsis. So she discovers her banker husband has been harboring a secret life. Ella Gilbert escapes her Soho loft for a studio in Greenwich Village. Her charismatic musician neighbor, Hector, warns her to stay out of the basement after midnight. When a symphony of mysterious noise strikes up, laughter, clinking glasses, jazz piano, the occasional blood curdling scream, even though the space has been empty for decades. So that makes me wonder, like, is this going to have some sort of like a supernatural things happening, or because it can't just be two different timelines if this young lady can hear it. So I don't know. So maybe we have some ghosts or something there. But back in the Roaring Twenties, the basement was home to one of the city's most notorious speakeasies. In 1924, Genevieve, known as Jen Kelly, a quick-witted flapper from the hills of Western Maryland, is a regular at the Village Hideaway. Caught up in a raid, Jen lands in the office of Prohibition Enforcement Agent Oliver Anson, who persuades her to help him catch her stepfather, Duke Kelly, one of the biggest bootleggers. But Jen is nobody's fool. She strikes a risky bargain with the agent, and their alliances rattles Manhattan society to its foundation, exposing secrets that shock even the free-spirited redhead. Now, I'm going to be honest, the synopsis doesn't just sound like a very intriguing book to me. I think it will be good. I just don't think it will be great for me per se, but I'm still willing to give it a try. So we shall see how that turns out. The next book we have is the A-List, which is a novel by Zoe Dean. Now, this is a YA contemporary romance. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you probably heard me mention that I have this kind of love-hate thing with YA books. I usually don't even read YA romances at all. So I'm not exactly certain what made me get this. Maybe I didn't realize it was a YA romance. But anyway, condition of the book. I didn't take this sticker off because I think by the time I was trying to get the sticker off all the books, I was just kind of like whatever at that point. You have a little marking here, but nothing major. Again, book is in good condition. The only thing is the coloring of the book. It's a little dark, but outside of that, there's nothing major going on with the book. So this is book number 1 in the A-List series. And so after 12 years of exceptional grades, Anna has had it with her perfect academic record and her perfectly boring prep school life. So she jets off to LA, where in the course of 24 hours, she'll hit an Oscar winner's wedding, lounge at an after-hours backlot party, and meet a guy she just might love. Life couldn't go better for Anna. That's until Cammie, Sam, and Dee enter the scene. They are all the A-list, and no one steals their spotlight. Again, I don't know that I'm really gonna enjoy this book. And let me say this, not that I won't enjoy the book. Like, I don't believe this will be a 5-star, but this might just be like a fun book for me to read, to use. Just, I won't even say as a palate cleanser. It just probably will be just a quick good time, or at least I hope it is. But for $1, can't beat it. Okay, last on the list, but definitely not the least. I have 2 books here to make the total of 5. I have Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins and Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Now, I don't think I probably really need to introduce either of these books, but just in case you don't know what this is, This is the Hunger Games series. Now, I really had no real desire to read the Hunger Games series, but when I went into the Goodwill for the first time to, grab these books and whatnot, I saw this one. And this, guys, it's like it's brand new. Now, my lighting, I wish I knew how to, like, I can adjust my lighting, but it just seems like just sometimes the light is too bright or it's too dark. But I don't know if you can see this, but this wasn't on here when I was cleaning it. I somehow did that. But outside of me doing that, guys, this book is literally like brand new. I don't think whoever had this even cracked this book open. I don't know. But anyway, so I picked it up because I was like, hey, this is the Mockingjay from the Hunger Games. It's $1. Just in case the off chance I do decide to read the series, let me go ahead and grab it. Well, lo and behold, the next time I went back, what do I find? Catching Fire. Now, I will say that this book definitely is a little worn. You can tell, and again, I don't think you can see it, but the pages definitely look like it has been shown some love, I would say here. Now, this is the second and third book in the series, so I don't want to talk about anything about either of these books because I don't want to give anything away, and I definitely wouldn't know if I'm giving anything away, being that I have never read the series before. So just want to show you guys these two books. Now, the interesting thing is today I actually came across The Hunger Games, which I believe is the very first book in the series. However, I could not get the book because, guys, it was a bit nasty. I mean, that's really, the pages look disgusting. The book, it looked nasty, and I'm like, dude, I can't, I can't do that. I like discounted stuff, but I do draw a line, so I didn't get that. Everybody's telling me though that this is a great series and I should read it. So what I probably will do, I definitely know I'm not going to read the series before the end of the year, but I think what I'm going to do is get the first book from the public library and read that and then go on with this. And if it turns out that, it's a great series, then I will get the rest of the books. I don't know how many in it. I think it may be like 5 or something. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But, or I might look out and come across the rest of these books at another time. But like I said, the one today was just a little too nasty. I just couldn't get it. Oh, well. Okay, friends. So that is part 2 in the 5 for 10 or less series. Hopefully you found a book that interests you. If you have, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you know what I need for you to do. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching the video. Love you guys. Talk with you later. Bye.